Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of Should Have Turned Left. I'm Ben, PG Canadianized on the forums, at The Canadianized on Twitter.
I'm Todd Carlson, and I'm Tarrant on the forums.
And we're playing each other today. Finally got minions on the channel. Pretty excited about that. So, anyways, I'm playing Legion, a list that I've played a few times and I've grown to love, and now I have Hellmouth painted. So I brought Thags, Prophet of Everblight, with a Blightbringer, 2 Scythians, 2 Strider Deathstalkers, a Blightedness Shepherd, Anyssa Ryvall, 2 units of Hellmouths, and the Bunker Objective.
We talked last week about maybe able to get to be able to record, and we discussed what list we wanted to try out. And Ben brought up a list about with using Rask and some of the lesser warlocks, which I thought was pretty cool because they're actually pretty fun to play, and they're actually better now, I think, in MK3. So I have Rask, 2 Blackhide Wrestlers attached to Rask, and then I have Boar attached along with them, and then Dahlia Halir with Skarath. I had no AD, so I was setting up all my stuff right up there, as you can see. And
I had a fuel cache objective, and this is shamelessly ripped off of Ricard Nielsen's list that he played at WTC.
Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking about doing the, what was the other list? What was the other one I was thinking about doing? Fuel.
It had...
no,
you were thinking about using Bunker for an
Bunker,
objective.
right. But I said, let's just try the fuel cache as he had set it up. You'll see me put the ring by the objective at the start.
Yeah, though the way you deployed and with where that building is, it kind of blocked off your access to that objective anyways.
Yeah.
But yeah, realizing you can actually get a pretty good cloud wall going in that list.
Yeah.
Because you get the fuel cache cloud, you get Veil of Mists, you have the Swamp Gobbers Bellows crew, and the Mist Speaker.
Mist Speaker, yeah.
Which, that's a lot of clouds you can put a pretty big line across.
Yeah. I didn't set it up to do that because if his feet turn, I figured we'd probably have one round where I would actually have to worry about you not being able to see something. Obviously, with all your eyeless sight and
eyeless sight does not ignore your feet.
True, but that's why I was not worried. But the clouds, they're not going to get the benefit from the clouds no matter what I do anyway. So, but that's only how many of 3 of your models on the table?
Yeah,
so,
and
but
only one of them has a gun.
Right, true. But it was more about charging and stuff. So
yeah,
but you have the tentacles, and they're already going to be close enough not to worry about anything.
Yeah, pretty much. But and something I reminded you later on is the threat of the tentacles is very, very static and predictable.
Yeah.
It does not change.
After you reminded me that, I'm like, that's all right. They have to stay within command range of, 8 of the maw?
Yeah, 8 of the maw.
Yeah.
So a little over 1.5 inches for the base, plus reach. So 11.5 inches from the maw is how far their threat is. And it does...
won the roll, but I decided I wanted to choose sides because I like the trenches. Ben's good about playing with trenches on the table, which they're viable terrain, and it's a lot of fun. So I wanted that because I didn't want to have some of the stuff. I didn't want to be denied it, and I actually used the trenches fairly well with the big shot coming in from the big guy. And but then he actually had a tree line where he could actually put the maw right behind the tree line, and it didn't have any LOS to it at all. The other one was on the top of the hill, and it was actually right inside or touching the zone or inside the zone.
It was contesting zone. I set it up so that friendly models could contest the corners of both zones.
There's me putting the template down. I split my army up kind of into battle group along with some support solos, and then most of the other lesser warlocks were on the other side of the group on the top up there, which you can see.
Wrong-Eye Snapjaw Central, you see where Wrong-Eye is. And then, Dahlia, Skarath, Rorsh, and Brine and the Battle Boar are all
on the other side. And then there's the Mist Speaker I put with close to Rask, because he buffs Rask just, by being around him. Yeah, it's awesome. He gets a +1 to his attack rolls. That's great.
Yeah.
And that makes him much better than he was in MK2, that's for sure. And, of course, he wasn't played much because he didn't come out till real late of the thing.
No, but even then in Mark II, Rask was still perfectly viable.
Yeah, no, I was talking about the Mist Speaker. Yeah,
the Mist Speaker? I don't even remember what the Mist Speaker was.
Yeah, he's pretty similar. He just didn't buff anything, and he did I think he did the cloud. He did.
No, that's what it was. He still had the give the eyeless sight and all that. However, there was only one model that it mattered.
Right.
Which was the Spitter.
Yeah, that's because it was. Yeah, because nothing.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, magical weapon and eyeless. Oh, hey, we have this archival. which already has magical weapon and eyeless.
Right. It worked for Rask too, but why would you bring him
Yeah.
in back then? So, but he was fairly brand new when MK3 dropped, so he's much better now.
Yeah.
And I was impressed with him because he actually did a pretty good job. And he can drop a cloud to protect your caster, or give eyeless sight to something, and pretty good overall. So we're doing some. I was unfamiliar with these cards and how they work and the units because I hadn't ever played the minions in MK3, so I was taking some time to be familiarized with how they work. They're somewhat similar to what they were, but they have a few other tricks up their sleeve, I think.
They do, and it's one of those you have to read them multiple times to figure out the small buffs that they got, which cumulatively turn into huge buffs.
Right. Oh, we had to think about the shooting with the buff from the additional attack.
For Rorsch's Rate of Fire 2.
Yeah, Rate of Fire 2, and then Skarath gets she gives the buff to her bonded Skarath, but it's only with creatures that are within her control.
Yeah.
So we were like, oh, well, that's neat. But it's
that's a little scary. Haunting Melody helps.
Yeah. Really good.
Yeah.
So I was kind of trying to make sure I use the trench here, trying to keep things from getting dragged to. I was using the Gobbers to kind of hopefully block some drags because they're def 15, and if you hit them, you lose a Gobber. I'd rather lose a Gobber than a beast getting killed up there. And then you prayed from
Anyssa Ryvall prayed Rorsh.
Rorsh, yeah. And that really worked out really well for you.
Yeah. Well, I was looking at it's like, okay, you have Submerge, so wrong guy Snapjaw is out. Dahlia has a Prowl spell that she can put on either her or Skarath, so that pair was out.
Right.
And hey, Rorsh has 2 beasts on him.
Yeah.
Let's go for him. I debated the Battle Boar, but I figured he was going to be held far enough back that wouldn't matter, and I didn't want to pray a heavy.
Yeah. Well, and the funny part about the whole thing, when you see me moving, I left Orin by him the last because it used to be you couldn't cast spells. We had that one.
Oh yeah, he had the star action,
bubble,
and nobody can cast.
And
spells.
I'm like, oh, I better do all my stuff first. Then I read the card,
especially with Animi now being spells.
Yeah, and that's what I was thinking. And then, of course, reading the card, like they say, read the card. He doesn't have that ability. He just does I can stop you from casting a spell within 3 inches of him now. But so I was moving everything, trying to say, well, I'll put him up first or last, and I either do invisible or I'll say no spells. I don't know why I was thinking that way anyway, but
and there goes wrong guy for the entirety of the game.
Yeah. He is a red little 40mm circle for the rest of the game because of the tails of all of his friends around him. He couldn't stand where he was supposed to be. And there's I'm moving up Skarath, and I'm trying to decide if I want to do. Oh, I know what I did. Yeah, I was trying to do.
Oh yeah, you had to spray potential sprays on the tentacles that you were figuring out.
I was moving up, trying to get her out of the way so I can get Skarath up there, and then I put a Haunting Melody.
Yep. Can never drag Dahlia.
Yeah.
Because I'll never be able to attack her to drag her.
And here's Skarath. And we were discussing whether I should spray or not. Then I realized that I could spray. I wasn't going to. And then
it was the question of do you spray to kill one tentacle or not? And it's like, if it's only one, it's not worth it.
Right.
Just
because it gives you. So what I remembered is Rorsh can shoot something, and these guys don't have stealth. So I went back and said, well, let me just spray.
Oh, yeah.
With Skarath to kill one, and then maybe I can get lucky and kill off Rorsh. And then we discovered Rorsh had Rate of Fire 2, which is actually pretty cool.
Yep.
And I like how Rate of Fire works now in the game. It makes it simpler.
Agreed.
It doesn't have to be explained to somebody that's never played the game before.
No, though you still got to explain why is my Rate of Fire D3?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Yeah. And you're explaining to me, watch out for prey.
Yes.
I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. But the prey change, it doesn't have the 10-inch freeze extra move, right? More like you used to have in the command.
That's the only change to prey. There's no more speed buffs off of it.
Right. It's still great. It's a great ability. And
a
freebie +2/+2. You can't beat that.
No, No.
So here I am running over the clock, and my clock is slowly, or actually quickly, from my perspective, quickly being chewed up because of all the referencing cards.
Yeah,
and,
trying to figure stuff out.
Yeah.
A little bit of analysis paralysis.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we were checking to see who was in range for...
Right. Well, I was trying to load it. If I put the spray there, would I get 2 of them or 1? And we were kind of
it's
playing
like,
it back and forth.
can you target Anyssa and get both? No. Oh, okay.
And then here comes Rorsh. He comes up, and he's going to shoot the other one or attempt to shoot. I do get him, so
yeah,
we're looking at the line of sight. Do I
think
get
you got
cover?
him with the first one.
Yeah.
But we still looked and went, oh, ready to fire too. Oh!
And I could not get out of from giving it cover because I'd have to move way too far up near that tree line to actually keep from getting any cover. So I just said, I'll just take they're def 14 with cover right now.
Yeah. Oh, man. I still find that insane.
Yeah.
They benefit from cover and concealment and elevation and all that. And they're with base def 10. That can add up. 10 to 14 makes a pretty big difference.
And they're def 12 within Thags because Thags is always, you're going to have that
Fog of War
up all the time unless, late game.
Unless I need things that don't have eyelash I can shoot your prowl stuff.
Yeah. And here I was moving Brine up. I was trying to figure out how far I can get past. That was rubble up there, and I was trying to get past it. And I was basically towing in the back end of him, so I wasn't worried about losing a lot of movement if I had to charge him in or do something.
Yeah.
And then I have
Far
Orin
enough
last.
to be negligible.
And Ben is patiently waiting, saying, hurry up and get your turn over with.
Yeah.
He wants to kill stuff.
I want to kill stuff, and it's like...
There we go. Now
go. Quit eating your clock.
I know.
Just go, man. Yep.
And then here's Ben.
Yep. Where's my mouse? There's my mouse.
There you go. Bam. So you were pulling back your
I have
Fury.
Draconic Blessing on the Hellmouth unit towards the top of the screen. I had deployed one tentacle back for the express purpose of putting Draconic Blessing on them because I figured, there's a few more beasts over there and more battle groups. Want the strength buff over on that side, and if I need to swap it over, I can. So I'm upkeeping that. I do have Fog of War up. I can barely see where Thags is because the Blightbringer is huge. I love that model. Oh, and the Muson Minis measuring sticks. I have got to get myself a set of those.
Yeah, they're really, really handy. I've used them in 2 games now, and they've become almost... I can't believe I've been playing the game without something like that for a while.
Yeah. Well, I mean, just that right there, it's, okay, I need 12 inches.
Yeah.
Wait, can I borrow your 7 and 5?
Right.
Sweet.
And the turn before, I forgot to say, Rask shot one of your hunters.
Oh, yeah.
The stalkers, and killed them with eyeless sight. So that's why there's one less. I forgot to mention that. But then you're doing...
You have 2 transfers on Rorsh.
Right.
I'm trying to burn through both of them with
rolled
Anyssa
awesome. You did 10 damage on both shots, right?
Yeah.
That was
I rolled
amazing.
14 on both of them.
Yeah, dice -4, and you did 10 damage. And I spread the damage out to both other the beast, and he beat
took
the
out
mind.
the mind of the battle boar. Which oh no.
Yeah. I'm here.
So
I'm here for an
worried
animus.
at this point.
I'm here for an animus.
Yeah.
And then Brine just took it hit column 2 or
it hit
2.
column 2, so it wasn't going to take
anything out.
But pain response is
pain
triggered.
response kicked in, which is nice.
Yeah. Being a Gorax player or former Gorax player, those are pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I guess I still have to take technically Gorax player because he's in the battle box.
Right. Now we're trying to determine if
I'm
you
looking
had...
to see if I can attack a swamp gobber or not.
Right. Yeah.
Which this gets really tricky. Really,
he was trying to keep
quickly.
beat his thing within
stupid half-inch
right
models, and nothing's perfect.
And it was pretty close, so it's like just go for it, because he had to stay within command to get that gobber.
Yep. And that is the one model that either of my Hellmouths can attack.
Yeah.
Because you letting me go first, I can't attack the objective right now either. Otherwise, I would have gone for that.
Right. Which they did later on, which we shall see.
Yes.
And then you shuffle around.
Yep. Shuffle around. I want to try to keep some of them alive. I have no problems with you killing 1. Killing 2 is, Killing all 3 sucks.
Yeah. It minimizes because we'll see later on how having 2 available really helped out.
Oh yeah.
Well, gave you the options to helping out. Not
yes.
whether that worked or not. Yeah. So
hey, it helped out a few times.
Yeah. So here you haven't. Okay, you do kill this Gobber though. I remember you. No,
I do kill the Gobber. It's just not with the tentacle.
That's right. Yeah. Oh, that's right. Because you do the the later on. That's right. Because
So-
I remember because they were Def 15 and it was a little bit. I think
Def 19 in the trench.
yeah, that was funny.
Yeah. But no. Also looking at your list, it's like, okay, make sure I look at Rask spell card. Make sure you don't have a speed buff. Oh, you have a speed buff. Okay. You have Lanyssa Rysyll.
Lanyssa.
Okay, you have a 13-inch charging threat
Yeah.
with Pathfinder, and I'm blighted. So, and this is a problem.
She's very angry.
It's like, okay, keep Thagrosh. Camp everything possible all the time.
And then he moves up.
Yeah, Blightbringer goes up. The lowest defense model is a Wrastler, and I aim to keep my Blightbringer outside of 13 of that guy. Right. So if this screws up, you can't Lanyssa Boundless Charge kill the Blightbringer.
He hits just what he needs.
Yep.
Actually, he rolled better than what he needed, but he puts the pipe plate down and he hits everything except for the
Rask,
mist.
Anyssa, both Gobbers.
Yeah.
And I don't hit the
mist speaker. It was just right out. So
yeah, I actually rolled exactly what I needed.
Yeah.
5-3-3.
Okay.
11.
And you rolled enough. You rolled just enough to kill Lanyssa with 5 points. You got her, and she died. I think you kill off the Gobbers.
Yeah.
And then you put
boost
3
damage
points.
on Anyssa because that one's important. The Gobbers,
Yeah. Who cares? Yeah.
Yeah.
But you do 3 points.
I think I put 3 points on Rask.
Rask, yeah.
And 1 point on the Wrastler.
Yeah. 1 point on the Wrastler. Yeah.
So, pretty good shot from the Blightbringer.
That was a great shot because that took away a lot of my threat range ability.
Yeah. Those extra 2 inches are huge.
Yeah. And with all the low def, it's not hard to get with her, with her magic.
With animosity, the low def doesn't even matter.
That's true. You're right. You're right.
You're boosted hit on a magic 7. Oh,
that's right.
No. Oh, no.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah. Oh, isn't it specifically animosity, legion, or blighted?
That's what I was looking up.
No, animosity, blighted models.
Okay.
Yeah. Whatever. If there is a model in Legion that doesn't have the keyword blighted on it, I'm going to be really confused. Oh, that makes me want to go through Crix now, see how often blighted is used on them. Because they're the other dragon faction.
Right. She had mono, yeah. Yep.
Yeah. So far, everything in Legion has...
Against Legion or Blighted.
What?
It says Legion or Blighted. So.
No. Oh, interesting. My War Beasts are not blighted. My Scythean isn't. I'm confused.
So turn was this bottom of this is turn 2.
Turn 2.
Bottom of 2.
Did I just pass? Yes.
Yeah, because I was pulling up all my Focus and Fury, and I pulled the mist.
Oh, that's what it is. It's Vendetta that gets you the boost.
Oh, okay.
Not Animosity. I was saying the wrong thing. Yeah,
okay,
Vendetta, Legion, or Blighted. Yay.
So here again, I burnt some of my clock trying to think what I was going to do.
What can happen?
Yeah, the mine's gone on
Battle Boar.
Yep. But that's really not a big factor because he's just really there to
Yeah.
soak damage and
swallows. I'm like, oh, I'm glad you don't know throws all that well. Or
yeah.
Want to do it because I think you could get the snake on onto Thagrosh this turn.
Yeah, we were talking about that, and I'm like, well, I could probably figure something out, but I won't have the time to do it. So I'm like, well, let me just play this like a regular list and not do the throw stuff. But next time we try and work it out and see how it works. Of course, now throws may change,
Yeah, I know, right? They probably will. But we can also play it off the clock sometime and really work everything out, see how it goes. And since you proxy it all out, it's like, okay, can actually do a thing of let's see if it works. And then regardless of whether it works or not, play it like a regular list after because, hey, everything's proxied. You don't actually have to move them all.
Right. When I was trying to shoot this one tentacle with Rorsh, and then I was going to try and use Orin to bounce some electrical stuff onto the other Strider, or what are they?
Strider
Deathstalker, yeah. And because those they are nasty. They're probably not as bad with this list, but they're still good to take out if you can, because they're all their bonuses to hit and their damage with poison and everything's living on my side.
Yeah.
And then,
I'm going to pause this recording for a sec because I'm looking at Audacity freak the crap out. So we will be right back. Okay, and hopefully that fixed it. Now that we got derailed, I don't remember what
we were talking about what I was trying to do with my thought process up on the top of the screen up there.
Right, so get some E-leaps into the Strider Deathstalker.
Right.
Because defense 15 and she's under concealment, so
right.
Not likely. No, Rask could punk her again with Eyeless Sight, but...
Yeah, I was trying to see what I had planned for Rask. He was going to shoot, but...
Yeah. Oh, he's only got one gun. I don't know.
Yeah, well, and then I didn't kill off the thing I wanted to, but I'm going to use later on. Skarath will go up and spray him. But yeah.
Skarath is so good.
He is good.
He's rat 6 with that spray. Good lord.
So good,
man.
And it's POW 12, so even with the -1 die, I can boost. Against I'm talking about against the tentacles because of their
dice -3 base, dice -5 if I have them close enough to the bringer.
So, and I'm trying to just take some of the. If I can kill off 2 or 3, that's actually good for me because I have less of a chance of getting dragged away or.
Yeah,
and then you use them really good.
I can only bring back 1 per unit, so if
you do a really good job of using them to block stuff. If they can't attack, you're just like, well, I'm just going to run them up here and get them in the way. So.
Yeah, medium bases, you can't trample over them or anything like that. You have to deal with it. It's a nice little piece about it, and still find it weird that they don't lose their melee range when they're out of formation. They can't attack with it or do free strikes or anything, but no, they can still engage and make you not shoot for your so many guns. I guess Skarath's a gun.
yeah, he's a slithering gun.
Yep. Oh man, counterblast on Skarath. That's terrifying too.
And you put up Boiling Blood on
Thags
for free
just
in case.
Every turn.
Yeah.
Because it's free.
Why not?
It's better than Slaughterhouse. And I don't think after this... Yeah, starting at turn 2, I don't think I camped less than 5.
No.
On anything.
Yeah, here's Skarath.
I am that afraid of every single one of your war beasts in this list. So, I think I kill this one because I do bounce the stuff off and do kill. Yeah, so this is the whole... I was really focusing on this. I probably was focusing a little bit too much, but getting rid of the Deathstalker, I really wanted to... Because that limits some of your shooting ability, and you can take out my solos pretty quickly with them. All your solos are multi-wound, and I'm like, okay, high accuracy, POW 10. Yeah,
but they're low armor. A lot of them are low armor. I'm not talking about the lesser lesser warlocks, but like all of my
Orin the Misspeaker. And
so, and then Orin walks up and he's got. I like the new change to Orin. He has the tokens. He doesn't have to worry about building them up from enemies casting spells around him.
Yeah, and
he can use them to boost attack and damage rolls and get additional attacks. And he can also use them to say not today.
You get additional melee attacks.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah,
but you can boost any attack or
any
damage
attack,
roll.
And then he can also say no spells around him within 3 inches, or just kind of like a null zone, with using one of the tokens.
Yeah,
he's pretty good.
And it's nice that he doesn't have to build them up, but at the same time, you only get 3 the whole game.
Right, and I was using here to. I used one to boost.
You hit the tentacle because you hit the one guy, you're guaranteed to get into the Deathstalker.
Right. And then I think I rolled 2.
Yeah, you boost on the first tentacle and you boost on the Strider Deathstalker.
Yeah.
You don't care too much about the tentacle that's in the other unit.
Right.
That you leapt to.
And I left the Deathstalker. So that's what I did.
You left her at 1.
I left her on 1, and that's what Rask does. He takes care of that later. He does the eyeless sight thing, and then I'm kind of moving stuff up, trying to get position to maybe charge next turn. Trying trying to protect a few things. I was going to use the feat this turn for Rask. He gives the Eyeless Sight to Rask.
I don't think you feat this turn.
Yeah, I think so.
Do you?
Yeah, because I have all those.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I have those guys up front. Because you.
That's right.
You tentacle. Later on.
That's right. Rorsh is empty.
Yeah.
And right after you moved him, I warned you, okay, protect him.
Yeah.
Because he's a big enough target.
Right.
I want to kill him.
Yeah. Because it loses 3 models, technically, if he dies. So.
Yeah. I mean, Rask can't put the Battle Boar in his battle group, so... Yeah, kill Rorsh, take out Brine and the Battle Boar. So, lose Primal. Lose a big hitter.
Got the Deathstalker,
does crazy throw stuff. And
yeah, and then... and losing Brine is actually a big chunk, because they're actually they were good in Mark II. People used them. I used them a couple times, because just the ability to shift and move around and get this weird vectors of charge just because of being able to do the blast thing and move.
Yeah.
And they're actually better now. I mean, he gets 2 shots with his gun, and all this little stuff that they get. They all have the ability to snack.
Oh gosh. Yeah.
So
let's see. The Wrestlers have snacking base. Snapjaw has super snacking.
Yeah.
Wrong guy can heal off of it. And then Brine's Animus gives him snacking.
Yep. So there's the feat. I pop feat, so it basically makes everything not within 5 inches not be able to affect these guys. I mean, they can.
Yeah, I found that crazy reading your feat that your models have to be in the feat, not mine.
Right.
Like that is phenomenal. That's insane. That's really, really good.
Yeah, it's really good. Now I hand over the reins, and I'm really low on the clock, and I'm burning a lot of time just trying to read the rules, and then I'm trying to figure stuff out. But it's a fun list, and it's interesting because we were just looking at how many vectors I had of just doing certain things, and you were having to be cognizant of how close you were with some things.
Yep. It's like, okay, you're creeping up the field. I'm constantly going with Thagrosh, going, okay, how much do I need to camp?
Yeah.
Who can get to me? Oh no.
And then you did the right thing of going after the objective.
The
objective. Now that it's turn 3, you can actually kill it.
One of my tentacles can't see the objective because it's still a friendly faction model, so your feat affects it.
Oh, is it faction? Okay, yeah.
Yes, it is.
Okay. So
that's
that was the reason I didn't ask that, but I was thinking, they're considered friendly or friendly factions?
They are faction.
Okay. So yeah, because it was within 12 of Rask, so I knew he was affecting it.
So I get 2 charges, and the one guy that can't charge is gonna go and be obnoxious.
Yes, he says, "Hi.
Hey, get in the way! I'm out of formation. I'm in formation. I'm here! Yay!" Because I knew to kill your objective, I was gonna have to get my Scythean up there, which, because of your feat, means I have to trample with the Scythean, which also means I can't change his facing after.
Mm-hmm.
So
you leave it on what, 4 boxes?
2 boxes.
2 boxes after the 2 tentacles, but they tear into it really well, and they get caught on fire.
Yep. But I have to do what I can to try to protect my Scythean from next turn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and here he goes in. He goes in to chomp on just finalize the kill.
Yeah. It's like I start turning to face him. It's like oh wait, I'm not charging. I'm trampling.
Right. Yeah.
Nuts.
You still can see everything you need to in there though, so you're fine. So he kills the objective,
and I am now controlling that zone.
Mm-hmm.
So 2 control points is awesome. I do look at Thagrosh dominating the friendly zone for a 3rd point, which I still think I should have.
Yeah.
But
we didn't think. I didn't think about it either until we both said, "Oh, we probably should have done that."
Yeah, that was towards the end of the game. I was thinking about that, lamenting that I was only at 2 control points.
So the
flip side was going up scenario points was good, but I did not like the risk that I put Thagrosh into being there.
Right.
Because
I
know no matter what I do, unless I more or less take Thagrosh out of the game, Snapjaw and Skarath are going to be in range to attack Thagrosh.
Yeah.
I can't back off far enough away from those. And going into the zone, I felt was way too close to Brine.
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't want to get 3 beasts.
Well, we looked at
easily.
it after the game and we're like, yeah, putting him there would have been giving 3 vectors of chances of killing him and burning through his stack of fury.
Yeah. It's like, I may be camping 5, but oh, hey, I dragged the battle boar.
Yeah. So he drags the battle boar, and then we realize that the actual maw has a 2-inch reach, so he gets one more swing on him.
Yeah.
And then it opens
Which
up a lane.
doesn't really matter because,
Right.
hey, look, Scythean.
Right.
Scythean's going to kill him anyways.
Right. And then here he opens
So-
up with you get.
I think I kill him with the first attack.
Yeah.
Scythean.
You were just getting rid of him,
But yeah, make sure I get rid of him. Take Primal out of the game,
and then
and then realize, oh wait, the battle board's gone. I can get to Rorsh.
yeah.
Must try to kill with Anyssa.
So we were like,
yeah,
He
I
gets
was like,
there with him.
she's 5 inches away.
she's in 5, yeah, because she's going to shift away after she does this
I
anyway.
don't want to mess with putting a
Right.
model on that ring.
So with Prey, he didn't need a lot, and he actually
No.
hits, and he does enough to kill him. And I
No, you survived the first shot.
Oh, that's right. You have 2. That's right.
Yeah.
So yeah, I had 4. You did 4 damage because I had 4 left on the
Yeah.
first shot.
I do enough to force a tough check on the second shot.
Right. And it
Which
does
you succeed.
roll with a 6, and he actually
So
survives.
Rorsh is still alive, and I don't have any other attacks to get there. I figure, well, Anyssa's dead at this point. Let's use her as a roadblock.
And he has feigned death now, or he did before. He has feigned death also.
Oh,
so,
really?
Yeah.
Oh, good lord. So I really have no attacks.
Right. So.
Well, then again, I could put Thagrosh in threat range of everything. Spray Anyssa and get Rorsh under that.
I don't think it would have been worth it killing off Rorsh at that point.
No.
I would have liked it, but.
Oh, I'm sure you would have.
Yeah.
Hey, I would have taken out Brine.
True.
But then I would have been in range of, I think, both Wrestlers.
Yeah, Wrestlers with.
Because it's
with
only a
Animi
spray.
and-
It's like, yeah, with Rage and
1 Fury,
and-
or maybe even. Well, I couldn't switch it because I didn't have it up, so.
Yeah, and Boundless Charge, so you can charge over the wall. And it's just.
Now
bad
he's shifting
news.
back. He's like, oh, look, you only have so far you can get, so.
Oh, look, keep the Blightbringer alive.
Yeah.
He's kind of
11
key to
inch.
my plan.
Look, there. Outside
Yeah.
of that.
Yay, Anyssa's gone. And he does nothing else because he can't target anything
Right.
except my own models and kill them, which doesn't really matter.
And the shepherd ran to the other side.
Yep. Which, yeah, again, kind of turns into a mistake. I keep forgetting. I can't move the maw. It doesn't matter how many tentacles I have in the zone. I cannot control that zone with the Hellmouth unit.
Right.
So, no, I should have kept her over there for a scenario piece.
Yeah. Well, me having to go through all your stuff too. I don't know if I was surprised I killed off your Scythean, but obviously I had a lot of stuff on it. So,
well, still, all you have to do is move a Wrastler into the corner, and you're contesting the zone.
True, that's true.
I mean,
Yeah.
And it's one of those. Yeah, you have to kill a couple tentacles in the way, but there's still a vector to get the Wrastler there.
Yeah.
Looking at it, I think you can kill just one tentacle and get the Wrastler there.
Yeah, I could. Yeah, that's what I was hoping for, and that's what I did with Orin here. I actually move Orin up. I think I'm trying to look and see what he can do.
Yeah.
And I was kind of going over my options at this point, trying to think, okay, here's where I'm going to do, and what do I want to do first? And I believe I activate Orin here, and I move him, shift him over just a little bit.
Yeah, you do roll a 6 with Orin.
We take a moment, pause here.
Yeah, I'm telling you, just flip it over to my clock so I can go get a drink refill. Yeah, we're both doing this one sober.
Yeah.
So there's a new one for Should Have Turned Left.
Right.
Everybody's sober for once. This is weird.
We can still make comments on Mark III versus Mark II.
Yes. We can still be incoherent.
That's right. That's right.
It's all good.
I'm always incoherent, whether I'm drunk or not. So
I know, right? Derailed. Don't care.
That's right. Chasing rabbits.
Yeah. Woo!
Squirrel. There's the libations, the non-alcoholic libations, and we're back. So while he was gone, I was going to shift models around, but then I realized I was being recorded, so I said I can't cheat. So No, I'm just kidding. So I do activate Orin first, and I'm going to try. Orin's going to only get 1 die for these guys if he bounces. When he bounces,
but if you roll 6 for damage, you kill him.
Yeah, that's what I was hoping for. I do hit.
Yeah.
And I think I got all 4 of the models.
There's your 6 that you rolled.
Yeah, there's my 6. You're right. I get all the all the 4 models there. So I just start working back, and I don't roll enough to do anything.
To anybody.
I don't think I do any damage to anybody. So, but it was just worth a shot to see if I can clear out a few of the tentacles.
If
especially
it works,
the front 2.
Sweet, and there's not really much else for Orin to do.
Right.
So.
Right. I either go stealth, but
What
he is inside the trench.
Shoot out a Def 19 Anyssa?
Yeah. Well, he doesn't block. Yeah, I'd have to get really close to her also. So.
Yeah.
And I don't think I can get all those bodies. There's a lot of stuff on the way there.
Yeah.
So, but he is in the trench, and then I'm deciding what to do next with the excitement of the. Where is everybody going to go? This is the part where time is like you see, it's like 1740 right there, and I'm going, okay, I got to get this turn over with. And it's going to be a lot of activity here because I'm going to be attacking several times.
Oh yeah, I mean with beasts, and it's also planning out okay who kills what and when,
right,
and how far can you go?
Right.
And, all right.
I'm within 11 of this guy for charges. I was going to put balanced charge on him so he can get over the wall.
Yeah. Which later on you figure out, oh wait, that's not a good plan.
That's not a good plan. For a newbie reason.
Why am I only focused or Fury 6?
Because he's a bog drog.
That gets buffed by a random solo.
Yes, that's awesome. He gets his bonuses from the bog drog Miss Speaker.
Horse Mountain is great because the caster buffs everything else, and wait, the caster getting buffed is such a weird concept to me.
Because Mat 8, or Rat 8, that's actually pretty good. So.
Yeah.
So we're going back
and
and
check something now. Okay. I gotta check a Tharn thing.
Gotcha. So here we're discussing like, okay, what if this happens? And I'm kind of looking over the cards, seeing who I want to activate first, and I'm trying to get rid of. What is her name? I always get her name. I always want to say
Ryvall.
Yeah. I want to get rid of her. So I'm trying to decide what to use first to get rid of it, and I figure I'll just use kind of a interesting use of Snapjaw. I can't charge over he doesn't have any way to Pathfinder unless I activate Rask first, because I don't want to do that first. So I just walk him around the fence. He can get in range, and so he does. He boosts with his tail.
With the tail, because if you get the crit, that's awesome.
Right, and I do. It knocks her down, but then it ends up killing her. So
yeah, and
I roll exactly
then
what I
later
need.
On we figure out, oh, hey, you were inside 10 of Thags.
Yeah,
but she was knocked down, and you had second initial hit. Don't matter.
Right. That's true. Yeah. So that clears her.
Hey, that literally didn't matter.
So here I'm going to be looking at moving Skarath to get a spray off onto those tentacles, because I can boost these shots to get 2 dice on the tentacles, and I'm trying to keep it so that Wrastler doesn't get blocked in by my move.
Yeah.
And then I'm realizing I only moved him about 5 inches, so I'm like, oh, there we go. So I have to shift around a little bit, then I move him 6, and that's where Skarath is at right now.
Yep. By the way, my laser was not for anything Todd was doing.
Yeah.
It was making sure I wouldn't clip the wall, dragging Snapjaw into that maw.
Right.
Like, ooh, I can do it. I can get Snapjaw.
Yeah, because I was measuring to see if that Wrastler was trying to get around it. So there, I just used the little red disc for Skarath.
You move Dahlia back.
Yeah.
To make sure she's out of the way, and then
I spray.
Figure out exactly where. Yeah, the optimum spray is.
I get 3.
Off we go.
And I think I. So Skarath is really having a spray is so functional, and he's so. I mean, obviously the throw tricks and stuff with him are really interesting. But even if that throw gets fixed, which it probably will.
Oh, probably.
It's going to be, and I'm boosting to do damage.
I want to do this in ret. Sphinx has a 2-inch melee throw.
Oh, there you go. That's right. You're right. So then I think I do a couple points to the beast. I was really just trying to clear those tentacles because I wanted to get that Wrastler into the Scythean. And then this is the funny part. We were both talking about this, and you brought it up about snacking, and then I didn't realize it, but I think 4 of the beasts I have snacking, which is a perfect
Just
way to block
wonderful counter
Thagrosh.
to Thags one. I'm like,
Yeah.
suddenly, we're going over it, and I'm rating cards going, oh, no. Oh, I don't have a feat this game. Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, this is not so good anymore.
Yep.
Because I put Scythians up there thinking, okay, I might lose one. I can feed it
Right.
back. And no, I can't. No. That is not a thing that will happen.
So Rask, I basically going to activate Rask. I'm just trying to figure out where I want to move him because he's going to get a shot off. At least I can put a few points of damage on something.
Oh, yeah.
And then he's going to put.
Which is still probably going to be a tentacle.
Yeah. And then.
Oh, no, it wasn't a tentacle that you shot. You're going to shoot the Scythian.
Yeah.
Because when you can take the dice out of hitting, all the odds get better.
That's right. I did the what is it called? The
paralysis.
Thank you. And so on him. So now he's def 5.
Yeah, from needing 5s to hit, dropping all the way down to Snake Eyes misses.
Yes.
Is really significant when you want to make sure you kill something dead.
Yes. So I put their animi on each. I put the animi on both of the Wrestlers, and then I put Boundless on
towards the
top of the screen. Yeah.
Thinking he can go to the other one. And
then I do the newbie thing of like, did you see how far away his control area is? I went, oh, yeah, control, never mind. He's not going to do that this turn.
You're playing Hordes, not War Machine.
Yeah. So then I go to plan B, which is use Rorsh and Brine.
Yeah. That was plan B?
Yeah. No, well, it was plan B on the fly. It wasn't, So after I realize I can't get that Wrastler into the other side, then up on the top of the screen, I say, well, what does Brine do? So I move Brine up.
And you're looking at doing diversionary tactics. And
I said, I can do that.
I was like, okay, with what you're doing, diversionary tactics or Sui, it really doesn't matter.
Right. So I just decided to move up a little farther. That way I get out of the way of the trees, too, so he can move up and not have to go through the rough terrain. So I move up there, then do Sui, which he can do a full advance. It didn't say directly towards, it says towards Brine. I mean, Rorsh.
Rorsh, yeah.
So he just basically moves up, and he gets close enough, so now he can charge. And he's also he's been damaged, so he's got
pain response. He charges for free. As well as, somebody might point out technically it may have gone too far. It doesn't matter. His charge range is far enough. He gets to where he wants regardless. Yeah. All right.
So then I do we call it the butt charge.
That's why I didn't say anything. It's like, no, your charge range is big enough. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. I was trying to run the clock, and I was kind of watching that, and I was getting a little bit, okay, I got to hurry up here. But I would have been, even if I was an inch back, I had plenty of space to get in.
Oh, yeah.
So he goes in, I put his Animus up on him, which is an additional die.
Yeah, Weapon Master.
Effectively living models, yeah. And it's
and snacking. Because you have to Animus to snack.
Yes.
And that side, that Scythian gets to be a happy armor 20 because Thagrosh's command went up 1.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah. In Mark II, he was a command 9 with the same ability. What was it? Dark Shroud? Death Shroud? Something like that. Death Shroud. And now he's command 10. So, yay.
So I'm dice -5 on the tusk and dice -6 on the fists.
But Weapon Master.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So.
The Animus costs 1.
Yeah.
Like you wouldn't pay 1 to boost all your damage rolls.
Right. Right. So I did it just enough.
And there's a Scythian I can't
to kill
back.
the Scythian, and I snack on him and I heal a few points on him.
Yep.
But I'm all full up there, which is kind of a bad thing. But I wanted to kill the Scythian, and then the other Wrastler goes in.
Yep. So this Scythian has already been damaged. I think he's at 23 boxes at this point.
So there's my Folk Fury for charging.
No free charge.
Yeah. So he does his bite, his chomp, with the charge.
Yeah. The thing is, knockdown doesn't matter, so hey, why not?
Right.
Oh yeah, you did. What?
I rolled. I was
14 points of damage.
Yeah, 14 on the bite.
Was it 14 or 18? I don't know. You almost killed him.
I rolled 664, so it was 16 plus whatever.
14.
Yeah.
You were. Yeah, you did 18 points of damage on the first attack.
Because I did was +2. Yeah.
It was +4.
+4. Okay.
Because Fury.
Yeah.
Or not Fury, Rage.
So both the Scythians are now gone, and they're both been snacked upon,
and they're both removed from play.
Yeah.
So Thagrosh really doesn't have a feat because he can't feat back the Blightbringer anyways. So crap.
And then I move the Mist Speaker up last thing after.
Rush through the rest of your turn, and you are exactly on 15 seconds.
Yep. So I put the Mist Speaker up, put a cloud up, and then I move my other Wrastler behind the wall, just in case I get a chance to charge something or whatever with a boundless charge.
Yeah.
And then Ben starts to look at the clock going,
well, I can't not lose on clock.
Right.
How can I make this more interesting? And this is where I start lamenting I'm only at 2 control points.
Yeah.
And that my Shepherd is in the completely wrong spot. Because with the Wrastler that far forward, I can drag him out of the zone.
Yeah.
I mean, it turns out he could end up outside of your control radius as well, but he's out of the zone. Who cares? I could score a point. So if I have my Shepherd over there, then drag him out, put the Shepherd in there. That's 1 more control point for me.
Mm-hmm.
And then I either have to kill Rorsh or kill Brine, which, again, with the Hellmouth, I can get it close enough for the Blightbringer to finish anything off, really. Dominate the friendly zone, and then I would, if I had dominated and done the Shepherd thing, then I could have actually won on scenario with 5 control points.
Right.
I keep going over it over and over and over, and there's no way for me to get 3 points anymore. Anyways, I realized, hey, I can drag Rorsh to the ball.
Right, yeah.
He's easier to kill than Brine.
And then so you do get him. I'm trying to decide, do I throw or do I tough? And then we realize that that Brine is actually full, so I can't throw.
That's not now. You decide to go for the you decide to risk the tough roll to force me to do another attack.
And I roll a 5.
At which point, in theory, you could transfer.
Right.
So you get dragged into the maw.
He's knocked down. Maw goes nom nom nom.
Auto hit.
Yeah.
And because Draconic Blessing is still on that maw, he's POW 17.
Yeah. So. And he automatically damages. And then we're like, I can't toss.
Rorsh is full.
So
you can't transfer. Yay, zone's clear.
Zone is empty.
Yes. And what was that? What am I measuring that far for?
You were seeing how far I was away to see for my control area?
Oh, no, I was trying to measure the Blightbringer, I think. No, you're right.
Yeah.
It was control area for the Wrastler.
Because remember, we both did the same thing with the Mist Speaker. We were like, no, I did that several times. Like, I'm fine with the control area from the...
Yeah. Constantly this turn I'm looking at, okay, what attacks can I get on Rask? That's not Rask. Look behind the speaker.
Yeah, we both did that several times.
Yeah. I was like, no, different model.
Different model.
But
the good thing is the turn goes quickly because there's only several models left, so it's like...
Yeah.
But you were deciding whether you're going to go for what kill...
How can I make the game more interesting?
Yeah,
Because... like I said, you're at 15 seconds. There's enough stuff to do. I can't lose.
Well, it was a good shot. Good idea on some of these things you were looking at, and it actually brings up some ideas for when you're playing some other time. You're like, okay,
definitely.
What can I do? And that's the thing when we play at the we play at a local store here too, a couple of local stores, and then we're playing with different types of people, different groups of people, different levels of experience. And one of the things we always tell them is that don't forget the scenario. Do not forget the scenario. And we all do it. I mean, even I've been playing since Mark 1, and I forget it all the time, but there are times when I don't, and it really helps my ability to win or at least keep the other player from winning off scenario.
Oh, yeah. And because we do have players here that will ignore the scenario and just, it becomes an almost trivial victory because they didn't pay attention.
Yeah.
Anyways, yay, Wrastler gets dragged.
Yes, he gets dragged.
The maw goes, and
then
you measure from the Mist Speaker.
Then I measure from the Mist Speaker, the control. I'm like, yes.
The control. I'm like,
you're like, who are you measuring from?
Sure?
You're like, who are you measuring from? And I'm like, never mind. He is out of control. So that's pretty funny.
And both zones are clear. I'm not going to score a control point on that one. I can run Thags to dominate. That's still not a good plan, because if you manage to blitz through stuff and
yeah. So you're activating him.
I'm like, I'm gonna try to kill Rask.
Yeah.
Shoot with the blinger.
Shoot
and miss.
It scatters off.
Depth 20 in there.
Yeah.
So scatters off, and we spent a little bit too much time arguing over whether or not the center point was going to be in the trench
right
or not when the AoE hops off Rask.
And the AoE wasn't even touching him, so we were like, okay, never mind.
Yeah, whatever. So
that was the shot for that, and then
yeah, it missed. I end up putting Thagrosh in the zone, so at least I do go to 3 control points. Oh yeah, I was thinking about, can I send Thagrosh in over the wall and kill things? No.
Yeah.
Not close enough to the Blightbringer.
Right.
So I put him in. Realize, you know what, you have a threshold test because the Wrastler's out of formation.
Right.
That's probably going to eat up your 15 seconds right there. And so we go.
He
frenzies.
fills the threshold.
Yeah, he gets an attack. And the thing's armor 22.
And they only do like 4 points. So they like don't even have to kill it. And then the time goes out.
Time runs out.
And
so
game to the Legion. It was a good game. A lot of fun.
Yeah.
A lot of learning experience with love the new minion stuff is really awesome. So.
Oh yeah. And like you mentioned it's not really your type of list because there's so much stuff going on and random things happening. And yeah, I can see that. And you play trolls and Khador and general front toward enemy armies.
Most of the time, yeah. I don't mind doing some things that are kind of like, oh, this is neat, I can try it this way. But doing throws off, I think you have to, or doing a, like that list was built for doing throws, I think you have to kind of come up with practicing and realizing where you need to play stuff, what order it goes in. And I was not going to be able to do that in an hour worth of playtime.
No.
You know,
first
not
time
being able to
that
see
list
it
on the table and going,
but
oh.
It was a lot of fun. I mean, it was an interesting list. They had, getting to play all the lessers minus Brun and Lug, though they were a lot of fun. I got to see what I want to maybe use them in other lists. You know, where they show up. You were like, oh no, I want to start using.
Yeah, I want to use Dahlia and Skarath now. That's awesome. I'm like, okay, Rorsh and Brine, they're great, but I can't think of too many uses for them in Circle. But no, just the spray from Skarath and all the other stuff. And yeah, it's like, wait, I could throw Skarath and Ret. Huh, that could be fun.
Right. Yeah. So it was a good experience, and I've played against your Thagrosh list a couple times, different armies, and it's interesting to see how what you do differently, versus I've played it with Widowmakers, which will kill off almost a whole unit of the tentacles in one turn.
Over 2 rounds, it's like, well, that Hellmouth unit's gone.
So it is interesting to see how you can face certain things and what to draw on and experience from, like, okay, I'm not going to do that next turn. And like we had that one game where I accidentally pinch in the Blightbringer. Yeah. And it was like, okay, well, at least you learn that not in a tournament or something,
Like, well, now I know to not do that again.
So that was a lot of fun. It was a good game, and it was interesting to see it replay back, actually, after we got to play it, and then we got to see it again and replay all my nice mistakes. It was a lot of fun. So.
I made plenty too. I just find it amusing how both of us are going, you can hit really hard. I don't want to get too close to you.
Right. Yeah. There was this
just this weird little
line
dancing
of
circle
demarcation.
with a whole lot of melee.
Right. That was awesome. So that was a good game. And it was fun being on the recording for this. You've been asking to come out and do this, and I wanted to find some time to do it. And I thank you for letting me come up and play a game and
no problem.
Be on the channel. So
I'm happy to have Minons again. I want to have you on again.
Yeah, I'll do it. We'll do it again, and maybe we'll try this list again, or maybe we can find something else that would be a different concept for it. So.
It doesn't matter to me. I mean, you play the list again, everybody gets to see it played a second time, everybody gets to see it differently, and then how it stacks up versus other lists.
Right.
I see no problem in watching the same list over and over and over again.
It was a good deal. I appreciate it.
Anyway, so thanks, guys, for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. Sorry I had such a large hiatus. That last one with Menoth John did take that much out of me. That sucked to put together, but worth it. On that, we'll see you next time.
Take care.
Hi, Kiki. What's the matter?